I don't know if this is needed. You're going to let me know in the comments below. We got a lot of new people here recently. I don't like to talk about myself in this kind of light, but here you go. I've been an inspector since 2017. I try to leave my status out of all my videos. I don't need master in my thumbnails. I don't need inspector in my titles. I've got 50,000 of you guys without any of that. See, I've been an electrician since 2006. I have done industrial, I've done commercial, I've done infrared. I've got my NICETs, I've got my level 2 infrared. I've done residential, I've done troubleshooting, I've done just about everything you can possibly do electrical. I've even got all my ICCs for inspecting. My problem is that I like to help people. So I post here on YouTube. I've got way too much knowledge than the average person. People that know what I know are still busy making triple what I'm making right now being an inspector. Everyone on my level of knowledge is still working. They don't have time for YouTube. I've got lifetimes of experience here, and I'm bringing you guys the tools that work in the field and tips and tricks that you're not going to hear from anybody else. I'm practically photographic with the damn code book. I can walk you through a troubleshoot without even being there. The response, you're full of shit when I'm telling you about a breaker that may or may not reset. Yeah, bro, you're going to get some kickback. I'm not just another punk creator on YouTube that's just doing this for money. 4 years later on YouTube, starting to break even now on what I've been spending to get this far. Yeah, so these breakers have springs internally, and breakers that are over 100 amps, when you do what you call a torquing clean, which is a scheduled shutdown for a large building. Maybe you did the infrared, you identified some breakers that were bad, you found some cross-threaded screws, something like that. Now it's time to go fix that. Scheduled shutdown. Any breaker over 100 amps or more gets exercised. Turn it on and off 3 times. If it breaks, we replace it right then and there. At least 1,000 people are going to watch this video. 1 in 1,000, if just one person that watches this video goes and turns off their main and turns it back on, one of you used breakers out there, it's not going to reset, bro. It's going to stay off. Don't touch your main. That's what the video is about. That's what most pros understood. Then we got people saying that I'm full of shit. If you're working on like a thermostat or whatever it is, don't turn off the main. Just turn off all the little branch breakers. At $10, you can replace them without a service call. The main requires the power company to turn off the power so you can safely work on the main. That's why it's called the main. Next, the Fluke meters. They have more ohms than the Fluke 300 series. Fluke starts off at about $100, goes up from there. Client starts off at 50 and does more ohms. I can't help that it does more ohms. Why is reading through your body relevant? It's just an indication that it reads a lot of ohms.